Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to turn a kick drum into an 808 sound with just one plugin, and that is the AVA Drum Flow plugin. Okay, so let's jump in. Now, this is exactly how it came out of the box. I haven't changed anything. I haven't gotten anything preset or anything. We're going to go through this in real time. Okay, so here's my kick that I've got. Okay, so it's got a little snap on it in the very beginning. So here's one thing I'm learning about this drum character plugin. This attack here, if you notice, the attack, it takes a certain part of the waveform. So if, for instance, you've got too much attack in a kick, but you like the girth of it, or you want more girth, this is kind of like a transient designer, except you can EQ it, not just compress it, okay? So let's take some of that snap out of the kick real quick. And let's turn on the auto solo so we can hear exactly what we're doing. And pull down the threshold. Let's take some of that down. So since I found it, instead of me pulling it down, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull down the gain to where it's like this. Okay, now we want the tail to have more of that girth. Let's try that, okay? So I'm going to solo this. Okay, so there's after. Now we're going to extremes here, but just an example of what you can do. Now, for an instance, on this particular drum set, I had a tom with a ton of attack on it. I mean, it's like 8K was cranked. And what I would do on this is find the attack of the tom on the A side, the attack side. I would move the threshold to the left until I just got the attack, and you can see the waveform every time over here. So, and that'll help clean that up. So on the tom, I would just take the attack and I would just pull that down a little bit. So you're able to EQ it, compress it a little bit, and good to go. Okay, so here's what we're going to do with this kick though. I'm going to take some of this out. It's not going to be quite this drastic, but we're going to add kind of like an 808 sound to this kick. Okay, so let's turn on the signal generator and let's go ahead and go with the kick preset, but we're going to change the preset, okay? So let's listen to the signal. And we're gonna pull the threshold down. Okay, now we've got that little thud sound going on, which 40 hertz is a good place for kick drums. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna extend the gate release all the way until we get kind of an 808 sound. You could even tune this to the key of the song. That would be good. You can actually take an app here that I've got called SSL iStrobosoft, and it will tell you, you can hum the key of the song and it'll tell you, and you can figure out the octave, and you can just actually double click that, and let's just say it's 41. And you can actually put that in the key of the song. Might come in handy for you. So let's go ahead and listen now. Let's turn the signal off and let's mix these two together. So I'm going to pull that dry up to about 80%. And 80% here, and then we'll pull this down until, and we'll put in as much as we need, okay? And you can even pull the dry all the way out and it'll just be an 808 sound. Okay, so an instance you could use this for is you could duplicate the track and use this for a complete 808 sound. You could mix them together just like this, or whatever. The possibilities are really endless here. So let's work on this favorite compressor of mine here. I'm just going to pull the ratio down to 1.13 to 1 or something. So now we've taken a kick drum to sound like this. So that can really kind of add some girth to your sound a little bit. Now these are extremes. You wouldn't want to do this all the time. But if you've ever found yourself wanting an 808 sound, this is the way you can do it with the AVA Drum Flow plugin from Harrison. Okay. Hey, if this has been helpful, give me a thumbs up. And if you really like this kind of content, you want to know when we release content, which is usually every Tuesday and even more often sometimes, hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell beside it, and you'll be notified whenever we go live or whenever we do these trainings like this, okay? Hey, don't forget too, there's a mixing workshop, mixcoach.com/workshop.